came down on the news today that Ace Frehley has passed away. That wasn't meant to rhyme. Guitar god, rock and roll superhero, space ace has passed away. Had an accident not long ago in his studio where he hit his head and canceled some tour dates because his doctor told him not to travel. And apparently all that exacerbated, and this morning he was gone. I'm at that stage of, it's a part of your life where your heroes start disappearing. Some of them pass away, some of them completely change. You thought you knew who a guy was, who a person was, and they turn out to be someone else, or their attitudes change, or they don't, not the person you thought they was. Ace was always Ace. He laughed too hard, they said. He lived too hard, they said. But man, he was an artist, and he made his music, and he made his mark. And, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. I'm at that stage of grief where I really don't know what to feel right now. Kiss was the very first concert I ever went to. My dad took me as a birthday present when I was young. And I can remember the entire concert just vividly. I had never seen anything like that before. Now, I had been listening to the records. It was very trendy in my school, was Kiss. But the lineup for that particular concert was a band called Nantucket. And I liked Nantucket. I liked their first record an awful lot. There was a lot of good, like honky-tonk blues, rock and roll, and kind of the beginnings of what would become yacht rock later on. And then there was Ted Nugent. And, less said about Ted, the better, honestly. There came a point I disposed of all of my Ted Nugent records. I liked his music. Certainly some of the most memorable rock and roll riffs. But in several of his songs. But I found out later, as I grew older and Ted got more verbal about certain things, that a lot of what he wrote was written from a heart full of hate, and I just couldn't embrace that vibe anymore. And Kiss took the stage, and from the moment, now I was aware of the personas and the makeup and the kabuki style and the characters, and I liked them all. But man, seeing them live, Ace was all I could look at. And during his guitar solo, I know I stood there with my mouth open as he ramped it up and as the guitar started smoking and eventually levitated off stage. And he just laughed. And all the, reading all the biographies and the band history, he lived a lot of excesses. And he was always laughing. Ace was always Ace. I saw him in a very small club when he started his solo career. Frehley's Comet, when they came out. And it was right up front. Caught a pick. Caught two. Gave one to a girl. But still, tiny, tiny club. And he blew us all away. As much as he played as hard as if he was still in a stadium. And he was grateful for the people that stuck with him, for those of us that kept with his music. Anyway, the whole point of this is Ace Frehley, the body that was Ace Frehley, the tangible stuff is deceased. His art. His art lives. His music lives. His spirit in his music lives. And it's as loud, and it's as true, and it's as happy as it ever was. The guitar god was mortal. But what he made with his hands is timeless and immortal. Like him, you don't like him, that's fine. Not everything is for everyone, and that's good. One of my heroes passed away today, but I will have his music for the rest of my life. And his spirit, our spirit, is eternal. This is why I stress the importance of making your art. Don't wait. Put the paint on the canvas. Put the music on the tape. Put the magic in the air. It's important. It's vital. It is your spirit made real. Godspeed, Ace. Thank you, for everything. Yeah. More soon.